Hi, thank you for joining me. This is the third part of this tutorial making this gorgeous lace summer door curtain. We've done the 6, in the first video we made the 6 granny squares. In the second video we joined those granny squares together, edged them off and added the loops for the top of the curtain. And now we're going to do the bottom lace panel. This, you can see here, this lace panel here. So join the white yarn to a corner of the other long side of the squares. I'm going to join my yarn to the bottom corner. So if my loops are at the top, I'm joining to the bottom corner here, and I'm going to just tie my yarn on and leave the tail to sew in. And then what I'm going to do is put my hook in, grab the yarn and just secure it. So first row, chain 2, and then I have to do a treble in each stitch to the end of the panel. Right, so this is the front, okay? So I'm going to do the front here. So I'm going to do a treble in each stitch to the end of the panel. So yarn over, and I'm going to do a treble in the corner to start with. I'm going to sew this straggler in as I go along. So I'm going to do a treble, which is a UK treble, a US double, and then I'm just going to pop one in every stitch along. And there are a lot of stitches because it's a long panel. So we're at the end here, so I'm just going to put one into the corner. I'm going to chain 5. I'm just going to turn my work, and I'm going to skip 2 stitches and make the following. So skip 2 stitches and make a treble, a double in US terms, a chain 6, and a treble in that same stitch. A double in US terms. Chain 3, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then make a DC, which is a single crochet in US in the next stitch. So push your hook in, pull some yarn through, yarn over and pull through 2 on your hook, and then we want to skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, put in a treble. So we're just going to repeat now. Remember, that's where we've got the stitch. Then we chain 6, and we put the treble back in there, and then we chain 3, skip 2 stitches and do the double in there. And so we have this sort of pattern emerging, okay? So then we skip 2 stitches, do the treble, and here we are. I've just done my last 3, so I'm going to do that into the last space, and then I'm going to just do the double crochet, chain 6, 6 treble crochet, sorry, and the treble crochet, double in US terms, into the corner space. So that's what I'm going to do, just make a single crochet in US terms, a double in UK terms. Now for the third row we chain 4. I'm going to turn my work, and we skip to the 6th chain space of the previous row. So we go to this, which is our 6th chain space, and we do 3 double trebles. So we yarn over twice, hook into that space, pull our yarn through, and we've got 4 on a hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the final 2, and then do another one into the same space, and a third into the same space, and then we chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and we do 3 more in the same space. So we're doing a lot of work into this one space. Yarn over twice into the space, pick up some yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is a double treble in UK terms. In US terms, it's just a treble. And then we've got 3, a 4 chain space, and 3. Now we skip to the next chain space and we do the same thing again. So we yarn over twice into the next 6 chain space, pull up some yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do 3. And then separate from another set of 3 with a chain 4. Okay. 2, and 3, chain 4, yarn over twice, and do another set of 3. Okay, so here I am on the last of my chain 6 spaces. So I'm popping in my 3 treble crochets in the US, double trebles in the UK, 4 chains, and 3 more of these double trebles, or trebles, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so that's the last one of those, and then it says to end the row 1 double treble in the last stitch. So I'm just going to go over with a double treble, and I'm just going to pop a double treble in the end here just to finish it off. Okay, now we're on the 4th row, so we're going to chain 5, oops, 5, and turn the work. It's starting to look very pretty now. Look, can you see? It's really pretty. I just can't wait to get it on the door now. Turn our work, chain 5. skip to the 4th chain of the previous row, so that's this, and 1 DC in that chain. Okay, so a DC is a single crochet in US terms, a double crochet in UK terms. I'm just having a little bit of my coffee. So we just pop our hook into this space, pull some yarn through, yarn over and pull through the 2 on the hook. Whoops. And it's as simple as that. So we do 6 chains, 5, 6, and then we do a double crochet UK terms, a single in US terms, and then our next round we're going to stitch these. Yeah, because in the 5th row it says skip to the 6 chain space the previous row. Well, there isn't one according to the pattern. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So this is really easy. 4, 5, 6, and then just jump across to the 4 chain space and do a double crochet single in US terms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump across and do a double crochet. I can't think of anything else of how else to do it. I'm just wondering if that's going to pull. No, I don't think so. I think that's going to be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then jump across and do a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump across and do a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump across, whoops, for a double crochet. Right, so I don't think it's pulling it out of pattern, and I think once it's had these stitches worked into those, I think it'll be okay. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to carry on with that and catch up at the end. And here we are at the last one, so I'm just going to put the double crochet single in US terms into that last chain 6 space, and then it says to make a double treble in the last stitch. Just chain 1, yarn over, double treble in that last stitch to bring it up to speed. And now we're going to chain 3, turn our work for the last round of this lace round, and we're going to skip to the chain 6 space of the previous row, and we're going to repeat what we did, not last row but the row before. We're going to put 3 double trebles into that chain 6 space. So that's yarn over twice, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice into that big space, yarn over, sorry, oops, my yarn's a little bit tight, yarn over twice into this big space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice into the space and pull up a loop, so you've got 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then 4 chains, and then 3 double trebles into that same space. And I think we solved the problems of the last round where the instructions were really bad. Okay, and then we just reach over to the next chain 6 space, yarn over twice, hook in, pull a loop up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we do that 3 times, a chain 4 and 3 more times before moving on to the next chain 6 space. And that is all there is to it. 2, 3, 4. And so I think if you crack on with that and I crack on with this in a more comfortable position, because my back is absolutely killing me from leaning in this awkward position to film. Okay, and we'll just keep on going until we get to the end, and then we'll meet up at the end, finish off, and then we're just on to the chains. So we're almost there and it's looking fabulous. Okay, so I'll meet you up at the end. I'm right at the end now. It's a bit crumpled up because I've been out in the garden, I must confess. So I've just done my last into my 6, and then I'm just going to do a double treble into the end here to finish off. Okay, and that's it. So then I can finish off and sew that in. So here we have it then. This is what we've got so far. So now we're going to be sticking on our strings. So the strings of the chain are made from chains with discs made of groups of 6 DC added at random distances. So we make all the white ones first, and we join the white yarn onto the 4 chain spaces of the last row of the lace panel. So what I'll do is I'll just pull both strands through, and then I'll keep both strands on my hook and pull them through to start my chain off. And then to save me sewing in, I'm just taking both strands and pulling them through to start my chains off. Right, and then that just saves you sewing that in. You might end up with a little bit of a frayed thing, but who cares? And then you just chain. You can trim that end off really close. I'm sorry about the light, but it's really overcast now. It's quite an eerie light actually. Just had a storm, which you would have thought would have cleared the air, but it hasn't at all. It's still as muggy and hot as ever. So just randomly make your chain. And to give you a bit of advice, if you want to be as fast as possible, because this project, it takes a lot of time. If you want to get it done as quickly as possible, do more chain and less bobbles. So to do the bobbles then, you just go to the second chain off your hook, which is, this is your loop on your hook. Then you've got 1 stitch, 2 stitch. So go to the second stitch and pop your hook in. Grab some yarn and pull it through. So you've got 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. And you're just doing a double crochet in UK terms, a single in US terms. And just do 6 of those into the same stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I haven't minded if mine's sort of gone over on itself. Normally I wouldn't want it to do that, but if it's kind of twisted up, I haven't minded, because that just kind of adds to the aesthetic for me. So, and 6. So there you've just got your little bobble disc, whatever they call it, and then just keep on sewing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, and then I'm going to do another one, so I'm going to go in the second chain from the hook. You might want to do yours in a more uniform way. I mean, they're supposed to look random, so that's why they recommend you just do them at random as you go along. And you might want your door curtain to be longer than I want mine to be, or you might want it to be shorter. You might want to put it at a window. So do sort of bear that in mind. Mine comes out altogether at about just under 2 meters, which is the height of a door. So mine's going to, you know, almost come to the bottom. I don't want it to be dragging on the floor, and I didn't really want it to be puppy height either. Now the coloured ones are going to go in between these, into these spaces here. And obviously I'm going to use the colours that I've used in the rest of the design.